know what? Let's bust out the rush coil. Ah!
And the death count goes up again.
Oh god.
And wow, we didn't even.
Alright, I guess. You know what? Let's find out what happens here. Hey.
Magic!
Damn it, I thought if I wasn't actually standing on it, I wouldn't fall. But something fell on me just...
Yeah. We'll see.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm having fun here. I've decided...
George?
That's not what I wanted. I meant to use...
You're having fun, so we're gonna search on the ground for something.
Yep.
Oh no, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you know, I think going up top.
Floating bubble mechanics. Yep,
Wiley?
there you go.
It's slippery, of course. It's soap physics.
That
Oh, I'll show you. Bend over. I'll show you soap physics.
This is not prison. This is not jail.
Does it need to be? Do you got something against homos?
No, no, no.
Please die. Oh!
Well,
You don't have to play that one. One more. One more buster.
you can do it. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Come on, get hit. Just one more. Ah!
Come on.
Oh, come on, you stupid piece of scrap metal.
Just a limit or two.
Oh my sweet fuck, I have been missing all of my shots, and I'm stressed out of my goddamn mind.
There you go. Oh God!
Oh,
Oh God!
Oh,
Oh God!
Oh, this is like the best combination.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, that is definitely the major downfall.
The reason we got
Yeah.
Quest.
Mother. What?
What? Oh, that's just
It's
mean, Boss Bass. You gotta hit the block. If you don't know this level, you gotta hit the block
that's
there
right.
to bring up the vine.
I forgot.
Amazing.
Like,
Fucking
is there something
fantastic.
over there to jump onto? You see, it's been for
Do you care?
No!
Well, it's too bad, so sad. You might care later.
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me shit like that.
why not?
Oh, God, no. I'm oh, for fuck's sake. You are officially abusing your privilege and your technology. Alright, so I know Slash Man is not the weakness, so I think I...
Square to make the ball, and then hit jump to bounce, like a double jump.
Ah, it's just not enough. Oh,
Yep, you
come
gotta
on.
be there if you want to get the height. I'd rather die.
Oh, I'm dead.
Well, dying is an option too.
Yes, dying is an option. I'm taking that option because that was hell.
And
That
you're
was-
using...
What do you mean never talk about? We absolutely talk about Megaman 5 and the amount of salt piles that came out of Raven's tears.
yes.
Tears? You mean my frothing at the mouth screaming at the game?
I mean, a little column A, little column B.
Damn right, a little bit of column A, column B. I'm not afraid to admit I was crying.
Oh, that's...
Oh, Beaks.
You know, I feel like this series is just a compilation of all my failures.
and that's a problem.
I don't know what to say anymore. Help me out, people. Hello. You know what? Let's start with hello. Hello sounds like a good start.
Hello's a great place to start.
Hello!
Everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Another Games. We're back to Megaman X8.
X8, yay! Think. Load game, yes.
See, the thing is like, I realized I had an opening I could have used, but I was like, do I really want to go with that? And I was like, no, you know what? Like, fuck it. Like, just, let's be honest here.
Considering how your mouth has been casting in checks that your brain hasn't brought up here,
Look,
cause for that.
That's... Look, all I'm gonna say, okay, is it is very well known that people... Well, okay, very well known in the field of psychiatry that people with ADD have a tendency of having, you know... Exactly, they'll cash checks with their mouth that their brain is like, hold up, we didn't mean to cash that!
Oh, lovely.
Yep, so that's just, you know, life.
Probably wise decision. Also, hi, it's Arcade.
Hey, Zell, I'm
Say
glad you
either.
also don't know what to say. Makes me feel better.
So, I guess which stage should I go to?
Well, you said you wanted to go to hell, so that should be Inferno at the bottom, right?
Did I say that?
You said you'd start at hell, so... Well, hi there, Paul.
Yeah.
Alright, and...
This is gonna be an
Axler
interesting...
0.
Raven, wanna pick up that one?
You know what? It's going to be X and Axel.
Here I come.
Oh, hey, shit, Nerdball. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. We are, going into the fiery, spicy place.
Yeah, we're going for some hot wings.
Oh, shit, now I want some wings, man. Why you do this to me? Like, why you gotta... Like, I'm on a fucking diet. I can't eat wings right now. Like, fuck!
This should be a dangerous mission, but I'll do my best to help out.
Have fun. Have fun. I remember this stage with...
I remember playing a tiny bit of this game. I do not remember at all, like,
I believe
most
this
of
was, This was bad enough that AVGN made that specific on that one. What's the different YouTuber?
I was gonna say, the AVGN reviewed a, like, PS2 game? What the fuck?
Yep.
Damn.
Also, quite the other scroll, isn't it?
Yeah, really.
It's a different kind, yes.
Uh-huh.
See, I think the stage V is going to hate the most next is potentially the ice stage, if I remember correctly.
The possibilities are there.
We'll see when we get there, really. Also, I realize I am not at my computer at the moment, but please, you know, feel free to continue while I get
for now,
myself a bit of
see,
food.
Along with the platform is a little like boxing, so if you want to punch out, that'd be fun. Zero would have been a good choice for this, in that case.
And what you're telling me is I robbed V of that possibility.
It's possible, I just don't know. I don't know all the stages either. Ooh, that's never Joe saying no.
I remember how to play this game.
Remembering how to play is probably the first step to you know, potentially surviving and succeeding.
It could be. I will just jump over.
Up and over.
Up and over.
I just like to say, like, completely randomly here, but to be absolutely vanilla, I spent the day going outside in just a hoodie. It was a really warm day today.
Yes! For Canada in the middle of March? That should be. That's no problem.
And-
Give lurk. That's not a problem.
Look, to be fair, all my favorite fans lurk, you know, which is most of the people who watch our channel, so it's all good.
Yes, it's these. These. Oh yay, spikes!
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, between those spikes at the top, there's a little hole. I believe you can
Yep.
apply it to that hole.
Oh no. That's terrible news. Well, I was gonna say V, if you go from a higher platform, I think you can make it. Well,
Perhaps.
nope. Maybe it's the wrong hole? Haha.
Uh, huh. Get in the way, but it's not you use right away. I want that spike protection, seemingly.
Hmm.
Well, Backyard lab.
+1 on the death counter.
Ding!
Work out there.
Death's work is never done.
Damn right it's never done. If you're looking for the thing, it's Prickle Shield.
I know. I was looking to see what else was here.
Oh, fair enough.
Options.
Roger. Here I come.
Leave it to me.
Oh, and you're actually persisting in using actual and X. Interesting.
I mean, why not?
Exactly.
I suppose that's true.
Not good for killing some boxes, but just killing some boxes.
This place is used to dispose of unusable parts. It's also known as the Maverick Dump.
Maverick dump.
This should be a danger.
You know, I'm thinking, just a random thought that occurred to me, but as a kid, I was like, man, you know, it's this virus, they don't know what it is, and they're having a hard time, like, tracking it and all that, and now as an adult that knows way more about computers than I used to, I'm like, what the fuck super advanced society is this? It's kind of garbage.
These bits! These bits!
But then you have to think, oh, it's because the writers didn't know much about this shit, so they had to figure something out, and guess what?
Yeah.
When you hand wave technology explanations, it gives bad results.
Exactly. Never really know. As if you had a computer virus that was airborne or something.
Right? I mean, with Wi-Fi in the cloud, it basically is airborne,
True.
but that didn't exist at the time.
Yeah, but it's not like you can put your employees on airplane mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Those little platforms will only fall as you step on them.
No, I got that, but there's stuff to buy, or money underneath them.
Yep.
I totally agree with you, Nerdball. That's exactly what I'm getting at, is they were working off the tech standards of the time. To which, that's how you know someone is a fucking, like, visionary in terms of tech. When they write a book, years before the technology exists, we're talking, like, decades before something exists, and they accurately predict something.
You mean like
You're
Star
talking-
Trek?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, Star Trek has done that. A
Jules
book
Verne?
series. Jules Verne was, yeah, okay. Jules Verne is probably one of the most, famous examples of it for sure. But the example I was going to go for is I can't remember his name, but is the author of the Honor Harrington series of books. And basically, these books started being written back in the 80s. And yet the guy basically called that we would transfer data, large quantities of data, on US, he called them microchips. Or sorry,
There's the capsule.
data chips. Sorry?
I was mentioning to me that there's the capsule.
Ah, yes it is. But yeah, so he basically invented the idea of the USB stick like 20 years before it was a thing.
You're gonna need to drop down a little bit more and you find a vertical hallway filled with spikes.
Because of course you are.
Give me a hand, Roger.
No, that didn't stun them.
Can you hear me? Listen to me!
Oh, I see it.
Oh.
Did
No!
you see that? I don't think
We
that's
died.
true.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. Her, listen to me was so ridiculous. Felt so ridiculously whiny. I was immediately brought back to Ashley from RE4.
Leon!
Good luck.
Leon!
Damn it.
Oh god. God knows it might be the same actress.
Tell me out. Lead us
Maybe.
lead.
It is Capcom. Makes sense.
Oh shit, it is Capcom. Oh no.
Uh-huh. Speaking of, looking forward to the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be interesting.
Not pre-ordered it. I mean, it's tempted, sure, but as some would say, no pre-order. I'll be
No
waiting for
pre-orders.
reviews.
Oof.
Well,
That was a bad death.
that pricked your toe.
And sadly, a small prick is all you need to be fucked up pretty hard.
Ouch. They say it's not about the size, right? It's how you use it.
Oh, in this case, oh yeah, it's all about how you use it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, at least we're making bank? Man, okay, so you know what though? Kestrel is reading a book that I've already read. So she's telling me oh my god, I got to this part of the book, and I'm like, ah yes, that part of the book, I remember it. And then earlier today, she's like, well, I hit the book where I could finally use a certain meme, and I was like, oh, which meme did you use? And she says, I got to see this character's backstory, and because I saw the backstory, I got to see him have his revelation of, Hans, are we the baddies? Because yes, he was not a good person. Well, not that he wasn't a good person. He didn't clue in that what he was doing was bad because he'd been raised to think it was always good. Until a certain event happened where he went hold on, are we the bad guys here?
Takes a bit of self-observation to realize that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh well, to be fair, he definitely had that moment. Hey, we're going back to stage select. Let's do it, baby!
Roger. Here I come.
Leave it to me!
You know what? I'll say this though, the one thing I'm really jealous about is how fast your fucking menus go.
Burn roost.
Yeah.
Why?
Compared to what it was
Because-
in X7.
Oh, were they slow? I honestly
Oh,
wasn't paying
yes.
attention to the menus.
This place is big.
Oh, bro, okay. Like, I could easily spend 5 minutes in the menus, and that was me trying to speedrun the menus.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Was load, resolve, load, resolve, load. Do you want to save? Load,
Yep.
save, load,
Which-
one upgrade.
Yup. And then, like, every freaking option I did, Alia would be like, la ba 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 ba.
Care of it.
Uh-huh. Splitting every single pig, every single time.
Yes, okay, the every time thing is probably one of the things that drove me up the wall. And yes, Nerveball, I totally agree. Snappy menus are where it's at. Actually, speaking of snappy menus, one of the world record holders for the Mega Man Legends games, Blue Metal, he is also a speedrunner of the Xenosaga games. And one of the things I remember him mentioning is that Xenosaga 3 is probably one of his favorite games to speedrun, purely for the fact that the menu goes as fast as you can go.
Oh.
Yeah, that was some pretty big praise for the menu right there.
Goes by your finger speed, you might say.
Yep, it was finger twitching good. Man, that guy must feel super useless. He just gets like jumped over completely. He's like, oh, okay. So, okay, bye. I guess I'll just stay here. I guess while you're in the other room having fun.
Look, he gets to survive.
You assume he wants to.
I mean, one would hope. One would hope.
Hope overrated.
Ouch.
What? You got a problem with my? Oh, well, Jesus Christ! What happened there?
I
It
have
was
no
so-
idea.
It was so bad he had to jump off a cliff.
Oh, I guess so. I'm sorry it was that bad, man. Like, I didn't mean to offend that badly.
I'll take care
I
of
think
it.
you did.
No, okay, you have to understand. I always aim to offend to a certain amount, but going over that amount is it's no bueno, you know? Like, it's just not good.
Take your offense into moderation.
Correct!
What I
Like the
mean-
Greeks used to say, moderation in everything. I mean, to be fair to the Greeks, were unfortunately really, really bad at moderation of corruption.
Indeed, indeed. And stabbing. Stabbing a little bit.
Oh, no, the stabbing, like, there's just one really... Oh, no, okay, you know what? I hate to say that for a good long while in Rome, in the Greek history, was it the Greek or the Roman history? I think it was Rome. Their rulers were decided by who could get to stab the previous ruler first.
That just reminds me of something I saw on Twitter here, where the one person said to the other here. Well, I've finally started reading a little bit on the Roman history. Oh yeah, how's that going? Well, I've got the part here where the guard stabbed the emperor, and then the other person flashbacks to how many there were. Which I guess which one.
Well, I was gonna say, like, that's the thing. If you say, oh yeah, that general stabbed the emperor, which one?
Yeah.
And watch their face.
You may have to be more specific. Or a certain Batman Beyond villain would say, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Oh my god, yes. Okay, that Batman meme is absolutely a fit for the situation. Another one is the people getting hanged and one just looks at the others like first time.
First time. Oh, love that one.
Yeah, that was pretty solid.
Alright, guess we'll try again.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Oh,
My ass clenched. God. Hey, you made it. Holy shit, you made it.
I believe you have to be X.
Leave it to me.
Thank fuck you've got X.
I thought something like this might happen someday, so I prepared parts for you. Try
I thought you'd be shit out of luck someday, so I've got these parts for you.
this part to gain speed and movement. Equip this new ability and board the capsule X.
Oh, fun. We've got the speedy boots.
The he already had the Icarus version of the boots. Now he's got the Hermes version of the boots.
Ah.
This is the last time we need to use weapons of war like this, X. I really do.
Now, the blue boots will let you move faster.
Right.
Well, and allows you to be invincible when you dash in the air. Or
Oh.
just it says shadow dash, so you might be just regular dash or air dashing and like invincible.
That's pretty cool. Oh, so you're choosing some life up?
More
Yep.
health.
Yay, more
Always
health.
handy.
Although I see X is like 30% upgraded and like 0 is like, you know, a measly 4%.
Alright, we'll try doing this again. Wow, and
You
a
jump
jump.
or faster. Invisible dashing.
Invincible dash. You know what?
Roger.
Fucking invincible dashing.
Yeah.
I approve of this choice.
Burn Rooster.
You know, I realized that depending on our choices throughout this game, we might never see the thing I was talking about previous, like Mega Man X-Treme.
Oh?
Well, yeah, because for you to be able to see it, you would more than likely need to have 0 in your party and have Purple Recon Girl as your recon person.
Huh.
Or at least to see some of the like dialogue that would indicate what I was thinking about.
The possible romance, eh?
Well, I mean, that's, you know, I had not used those words at all. I was just saying there was a thing, but... So, you know what?
Crush.
Fuck it. Cat's out of the bag. Purple-haired girl has a massive crush on Zero. And absolutely wants to, like, start something with him. But Zero is, by and large, indifferent due to, you know, his one true love being dead 4 games ago.
Bitch.
Yep. And then on top of that, you know, it clearly was going to be like a, oh, well, in the next game, you know, there might be some more development kind of thing. Obviously, there was never
Yeah.
another X game, so here we are.
Here we are at this point.
We were saved from having to deal with a shitty romance plot.
Yay.
Is that an X dive?
Good luck.
Yes!
Here I come.
Sweet Christ. I would have
she
thought that
has
was...
She has a wooden katana, and most of her special in that one involves smashing watermelons.
Of course it does.
And it has multiple skins.
I'm just... I guess I'm a bit disappointed because that is incredibly sexualized.
Mm-hmm.
And, like- Yeah.
The other costumes for the summer event at that time, a little less so. Let me grab you. The others.
Oh, you're.
Eh.
I don't even see what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, just Poke was sending it to me directly.
I don't know if people wanted or not. Yeah, but yeah, I'll put that into discussions.
Okay, so like Alia's swimsuit is really cute. Iris's swimsuit is alright. And, well, Roll is just adorable because you shouldn't sexualize a child.
Exactly.
But then there's the purple-haired chick who is looking to who basically went yelling, "I need to be in a hentai, please," and that's
Oh.
her swimsuit.
You don't even know the worst part of it.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'll simply say it out here, but how do you think the term jiggle physics apply to this?
Liberally and disgustingly.
Yeah.
Now, it's okay. I should state for the record that I don't think that just simply wearing the clothes is sexualizing. Women should be allowed to wear whatever the fuck they want at any given fucking point. But when it's in a video game where the perceived major demographic is men and there's massive jiggle physics involved, which guess what, I'm not surprised,
Yep.
then that's sexualization. Because it was done with the purpose of making someone horny and thus they would spend money trying to get her.
Yep.
But V, you could have probably, you know, duplicated that dude and transformed into him and zoomed around a little bit.
Nah.
Oi.
Was this for St. Valentine's Day?
I believe this was more in June. So this was more of a summer outfit, it seems.
Summer wedding outfits?
Yep, I do.
Look, okay, if anyone tells me Megaman X8 isn't a poorly covered up waifu simulator, I'm going to laugh at them.
Let's see.
Like, okay, see, I'm fine with this content existing if they provided equal content for the other side, especially considering that the Mega Man X series, or the Mega Man series as a whole, tends to have just more male protagonists than female, and yet it's all the female protagonists that are getting the sexy clothes. Whereas, like, I don't know, X and booty shorts. I want X and booty shorts, damn it.
People are trying to put the Sigma in a G-string, so careful what you ask
Yes!
for.
Give me Daddy Sigma and a G-string. Fuck yes! That's what I'm talking about.
So
Sorry, V.
Yeah, we got text.
I found an area that's not in the original floor plans. Yeah. It seems to be really huge. Maybe there's something in there. That's literally what she said. And I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
Okay,
Well, I wanna
is it
go up or-
upwards?
or down.
Good question. I've got areas for the armors, but there's no second armor in this stage. Only one.
Interesting.
Is it down or is it... Ooh. I guess it should have been up.
Well, it would have been up.
Wait, there was a second armor or something?
Nope. There was seemingly another room, and unfortunately we kind of missed it.
Oh. Well, you've got to retry, and it retries you there, so that's not too bad. That doesn't seem too bad.
Let's switch. I'll take care of it.
I was gonna say, I would have, like, you know...
Ah.
Oh, well... Oh, and it doesn't respawn the shit. That's... Oh, well... You still have another retry if you want to just jump down and goodbye.
It's probably better if I come back to it.
Oh, you think so?
Mhm.
Oh, do you want to come back to it using X's jumpy legs?
Probably, actually. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah?
I need to try something, because if it works... I don't know, I'd have to actually... forget it.
Oh, well,
Let's try it.
what do you want to try?
I can swap here.
What are you trying to do?
Okay, you can't.
Trying to what?
Okay. Because if I were to shoot in air like this, you can't hover afterwards.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely can't.
So I was trying to see if I can do something with that. There we go.
Tell me out, Roger.
Great, that's a rare metal. You can use it to make a new chip.
Oh.
Back to the hunter base. Remember to take it to the lab.
So we kept thinking earlier we didn't know if we'd grab some or not. That is official conclusion. That's our first time picking up rare metal, I believe.
Yep.
All right,
There's
cool. Well,
always a
hey.
text message for it, but
Well, okay. As a general whole, this game has been much better set up than X7, so I think there isn't, but you never know.
we'll find out.
Yeah, really. Good job, Via. You jumped back into the explosion, kid.
Give me a hand, Roger.
That did more damage than I expected.
See, I was just surprised you still hadn't switched over to X so that Axel, you know, could
I
heal up.
don't think I should have survived that.
Oh. Well, just you still had red life that you could have healed by switching to X
No,
before.
no, I'm talking about the falling into nothingness that
Oh.
the platform suddenly.
Yeah, it just hurt instead. Interesting.
I won't give up.
Oh, there's the rush.
Okay.
Yeah, for a second there I was like, what's happening? But the moment I saw the camera shift, I knew we were gonna be fine.
Alright, I get one shot at this.
Oh boy. Good luck.
Fucking do it up. Oh,
He's a little
buddy is.
upset, I feel.
Yeah, really.
Hi, boys and
Oh,
Ken.
wow. Buddy, personal
Recognize
space?
this place? It's the Borderland Waste Disposal Center, where garbage is pressurized and burned. Why have you started a riot? What's going on here? This is no ordinary riot. This is revenge. Revenge for all the Reploids you labeled Maverick and threw onto this scrap heap.
I feel like he's a little too hot-headed to really fit under the KFC
No choice
wing.
but to stop them. This is what you mean when you speak of justice? It's you who should be scrapped.
Let's turn this to
No
giant
place
bucket.
for Reploids like you in the new world we will create.
Yeah, really.
You can use spin, fire spin.
I won't
Oh
give up.
no. Oh
This
shit,
person
he's
can't-
in the background.
Yep. Oh, piston time. What that did, I don't know.
Okay, I see.
Don't you haven't tried your only like special weapon you have so far, right?
Think so?
Where's the fun in that?
Oh, hey, look, if you want to do it Buster only, be my guest.
Welcome back. The rare metal you found has been made into a new chip. Rare metals contain powerful properties that are perfect for chip making. If you manage to find a rare metal, be sure to bring it to the lab as soon as you can.
Maybe should give it chip damage.
Oh. Hey, at
Weapon
least.
tank.
Ooh, very nice. Oh, I
At
guess
this point, not that
bees.
handy.
Yeah, not really.
Let's save.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We've gotten a few upgrades. We've reached a boss, said hello and goodbye.
Hello, goodbye.
Yeah, I kind of want to go through and just get all the armor pieces.
Not a bad idea. One of them I'll tell you right away here. The intro stage that you had before. There's a new door there, and there's actually an armor part in that one.
Huh.
Can I get it now, or do I need a weapon for it?
The only thing you need to do is to pick one boss.
Okay.
Roger. Here I come.
Leave it to me.
We're going to the armor store. We're going to the armor store. Hmm.
Well, I was looking for some of the X-Dive characters, and there's two characters that are gangsta, and definitely one that's more gangster than the other.
But of course.
Let's switch.
Yeah, at one point when you were in the zero section, there was a place where there were some doors that you couldn't open. Now those doors should be available.
Oh, delightful.
Okay.
Good luck.
Also, is that Colonel?
No,
Who the fuck is
Sigma.
that? Oh, that's Sigma. Oh shit.
Yep.
See, okay, this is exactly what I was talking about. Like, I'm sorry, but like massive titties with like just something to cover, like strips to cover enough to say, oh, it's closed. She's not just naked. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my titties, but can we get some assless chaps for the boys?
Not enough quality in there, you might say.
Exactly. I demand equality.
There's not as many of the sex appeal at some points, but well, let's see, it's not all of its appeal. Hey. Still some ones, but it definitely feels like there's a waifu collection going on.
I'll take care of it.
Although they've also been doing a whole lot of X-Dive armors. Like, X just got the ultimate X-Dive armor set.
I heard about that. That like basically it's like the ultimate armor for the game. Like,
Yep, in a fashion. They had, I believe it might have been a special event because of yeah, you
Oh,
don't have
that-
anything for that yet.
Yeah. Well, she said use your head. Well, that doesn't seem to be working.
oh no, does the head armor in this game break locks as well?
If that's the case, which one?
Switch. I'll take care of it.
Right?
I can look into that.
This was the zero portion, right?
Yep.
I
Yeah.
believe so, yes.
Yeah, because you could basically flip them up using zero.
Yeah, at one point you had to go over a section, but now you can actually go through it.
Fun. Well, hey, I guess we're making money while we're running. That's nice. You might want to switch to X. Yeah.
Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Seemingly the Icarus version of the. There you go. Hey, guess what?
X. I thought something like like this might happen someday. So I've prepared parts for you. I have new parts for you. They're Buster Parts I.
Ooh,
Equip
Buster
this
Parts
part,
Icarus.
And you'll gain the ability to perform new kinds of charge attacks. Equip this new ability and board the capsule.
Two things with that Buster part. One, your regular shots will be upgraded by 1 level, so they're going to be like level 1 charge. And the fully charged shot is a laser beam that'll freeze you for a moment.
Of war like this, X.
Ha!
Nice.
That's cool.
Indeed. Now
Now,
you're playing with power.
the fact that you're just in the air hovering while constantly firing is pretty sweet. Now, I just remembered something. So I was watching a video. So are either of you or anyone who's listening really familiar with the 3DO console?
Yes.
Right. I learned about it today because I didn't. It's one of the few consoles I didn't know jack shit about. But a YouTuber I follow. Oh, perfect, Nerdball. You also know the 3DO. Well, a guy I follow on YouTube called Madular. He decided to play every RPG the console had,
Oh boy.
and to be absolutely thorough, he decided to play any game that could even be conceivably called an RPG.
Oh boy.
Oh, I think Nerdball, you watched the same video as me. Yeah. So, the thing is though, is at one point, dude made me fucking laugh so hard because he was saying that there was a few mechanics of a game that he was playing that were really frustrating, but he said that he could see that other people might be really into it. To which he said, one man's frustration might be another man's kink.
Yes, not wrong. Yes.
Yup. Now, the one that was the most surprising to me, because it's just so fucking weird and buck wild in some ways, yet so stupidly generic and dumb in others. There's a freaking game where you're dungeon crawling a pyramid, and the enemies are just so weird.
There's all sorts of that, I'm afraid.
And like the enemies, like then there's random NPCs that show up and they're like, "Do you have the staff of Nepotim?" They were like, "We don't know what the staff of Nepotim is, dude." He's like, "Okay, well come back to me when you know you have the staff. Bye," and just fucks off.
Oh joy.
As the YouTuber said, he was playing the game just to continue to see what the fuck was gonna happen next with those random NPCs.
Never know, right?
Exactly. And then, okay, one game he said was probably his, like, in part his most disappointing. It's a horror game that has some, like, real video in it for the actors. And there's very few RPG fights, although it is turn-based RPG. And it's, like, weirdly horror cinematic kind of thing. But he's like he said, he's like, it feels like this was inspired by Sweet Home, except they missed the mark by 2 miles and the wrong direction.
Here I come.
Well, that's one way to say it.
Yep.
Burn Rooster.
Yeah, if you know what Sweet Home is, well, if you watched the video, you like if you watched the same video I did,
This place is
like this is one of the last games he talks about, which is this like horror game that kind of tries to be Sweet Home but fails miserably.
Curious about all those.
Again, if you just look up Madular on, you know what? I'll just send you the link for the video. I'm being a dumb.
But the story of the 3DO is also a rather interesting one, to say the least.
And funny enough, in his I played every RPG on the 3DO video, he actually talks a bit about the history of the console because obviously it's not a console that's very well known.
Yeah, it kind of went away with Dodo in a jiffy. The Chef
Well, I mean,
RPG.
if I remember correctly, it was also really expensive for the time.
Oh yeah. It was like stupid expensive for the time. You're correct about that.
I believe the creator said he was making a real expensive console, so he make it cheaper for developers to actually make the game.
Yeah, he really did try to get in contact with a few devs. Sadly, he got nothing.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? The Chef RPG Nerdball? Like, I was looking at that, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, what's happening with this game? Like, it's so weird.
No, this is. I'm gonna share this picture with you even here. That this is yeah.
Oh my god, yes, I feel that.
Oh. And that's going to meme central.
Yup.
I'll
Fucking
put
right.
it again. It's very fitting for the stage that V is in right now.
Oh yeah. This is 100% stage meme material. I love it.
I specifically requested the opposite of that.
I see.
Yup. And that's a very valid statement, in my opinion.
Let's switch. I'll take care of it.
See that and you, what the fuck happened to my water? Like, why?
It's like, great, it's dehydration in a pipe. Thanks.
It's so hot, even the water's on fire.
I mean, to be fair, water can burn you pretty bad, but you know, it's not, like, on Earth, the most common form of water we encounter does not do that.
No, not usually. I've heard of privatizing water, but I didn't think they were that aggressive.
Listen to me.
Okay, Nerval, I agree. Like, 90% of that video was me going like, excuse me, what?
With a good kick, huh?
Interesting.
Well, the seems to be circling in sound. You might break with a good kick. Seriously, have a movie can use that shit to do the trick.
Okay.
Interesting. Note to self, bring 0 to the stage.
If you want to collect a new chip.
But I can't have chips, I'm on a fucking diet, yo. Like, self-imposed, but still.
So sad.
I went too far.
You decide to hug the spike wall, congratulations.
Yes.
To which, hey, now's a good time to go pick up 0.
Yeah, but I don't think he has the technique needed for that.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
Oh, by the way, Paul, did you check out... I'm pretty sure I sent you the link for Senorita Cometa, right?
Yep, I have. I have not had the time to check it yet.
Oh, that's fair. You know what my problem is?
Oh?
Well, I started reading this like maybe 5 days
so-
ago.
they do. Real quick.
Oh, yeah.
What stage should I do this time?
You know what? I'm saying whatever stage is the ice stage.
That'd be middle, bottom, center, white. What Riven is telling you is have fun.
Roger.
Correct. Yeah, take 0. Oh, we've been ignoring
oh.
0 for a bit now.
That's fine. You ignored X in the last game.
I absolutely did. He deserved to be ignored.
Oof.
Let's do it.
On that stage you'll find the head part, I believe. but you don't have the weapon to grab it, so...
Oh well,
Uh,
that doesn't help.
Avalanche Yeti.
I
Nope.
didn't know that. I feel like this guy was built with like Lego.
Hi?
Oh,
No! The Environmental
Yeah.
Research Center system is down! If you don't hurry, we could all be in great danger! Watch out for crevasses!
I thought it was supposed
well-
to be crevices, not crevasses.
I get. Maybe it depends on what English-speaking area of the world you're in.
I suppose that's true.
I will
Much
also mention
like-
different hunter in this section will have different kind of shots. In the X8's case, I believe he can actually charge.
Yeah, I can.
Check zeros. I strongly recommend you check. Yeah.
That's-
Wide shot,
Yeah.
baby. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. You know, I will say this. Compared to previous speeder bike sections in the other games, this one is much better.
Yes!
Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely better than like a lot of the
For the
previous
cities. That at least it feels more like 2D. You don't have to work with 3 dimensions.
Right.
Characters have their own method of attacking.
stuff. You know, there's actually some fun to be had here.
Oh, okay. Oh?
What just happened?
I don't know.
I think you braked.
I do too.
Yep.
Oh,
Ah.
all right.
You're supposed to speed up though. You need to hurry up.
Do you see a timer here?
Well, there wasn't a timer in the other one either.
You're not wrong.
At least this isn't a looping track. That's the one thing I'll say.
Yeah.
Attack the weak spot for massive damage.
Yeah, you're not hitting it right now. Not unless you charge. Well, it's on fire. Okay, well it might not be on fire, but when there's smoke, there's fire, right?
Oh, now it's dead.
So it's just gonna
It's
become
pink.
hotter for the fire?
It is hot, hot, hot. It's very spicy. Just drop
See,
it
I'm
on
gonna
top
lie
of
right
it.
now, but we didn't start the fire.
Yeah.
To which I need to send you the Magic the Gathering parody of that song. It's amazing.
You did already.
No, I sent it to you, but did I send it like somewhere where Polk has access
I'm
to?
pretty sure you put it in the channel. I'm
Oh,
just-
okay. If I did, perfect.
Yeah, I believe I remember.
It's
been a
pretty
while
solid.
ago.
Oh, thanks, Nerve Ball. You take care, man.
Hey, take care of yourself. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah,
Have a good
thanks.
day.
Well, see you next time.
Indeed.
Hey, I'm gonna be real. This stage is a lot better than what I remember it being.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, my memory of this stage was suffering and bullshit, and yet all I'm seeing here is this is probably the first decent ride stage I've ever seen. Ironically.
Okay, that was cool.
Well, frozen actually, but yes.
So what you're saying is it's ice cold.
Oh,
Oh. What have you discovered?
I'm processing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Frosting is good.
Processing.
Barrier.
I was thinking exactly that, okay? So
Uh.
we're good, we good. So if X has the regular shots that can charge, and Zero has the really wide shots, I wonder if Axel has like narrow but like rapid firing shots
That's my
Machine
guess.
gun.
that you can just, you know, press and hold and away you go with the
Okay.
rat-tat-tat-tat.
Yep.
There we go.
Did you actually get it? Oh, I guess you
Something
did.
Here. Yep.
See? That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was kind of cool, I agree.
Bye-bye,
Oh,
X.
sad. Well, he's an X character now.
He used to be a character, but then he got an arrow to me.
He was someone that we used to know.
So is Zero.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like he was going to become a hero by the end of it.
Ouch.
Oh, nice. And we start right back here again.
Checkpoint.
And this time, you know it's not the same fight, because instead of being a nice little flat path, it's all broken up ice. Yay.
Indeed. So welcome to Canada.
Yeah, really.
Wow. Ha! Alright.
Yeah, dude said, like, get fucked, buddy. I'm assuming you cannot get closer by dashing.
No. It's
Got
not
it.
appear to be so.
Alright, well, he's gonna charge.
Okay.
Oh, sad.
Well,
Felt like Zero couldn't really hit that one.
It did seem that way. A 198 foes defeated.
Damn, that's a lot.
you don't believe it's lightning fast.
Right, so I didn't really see where a capsule could have been.
It's at the very end.
Okay.
Go figure.
So it was. That's the. So that one has a weapon. I think the one in Primrose needs a weapon.
Let me double check on that one here. The
Or the Troya
Or-
needed a weapon.
that one's Antonion, which well, that one seems complicated for Antonion.
Okay, so
Gravion.
which ones don't require weapons?
All right. Weapons. No.
Easy, good
We've
question.
already got the boots. Dark Mantis similarly has one that does not have one that's for a body part. So yeah, pitch
That
black.
upper right, pitch black.
Yep.
Okay.
Roger.
Zero or Axel?
That's a good question.
Personally, I would say Axel. They'll give you some better stealth options.
Leave it to me.
Dark Mantis.
I felt like this model also appeared in Megaman 03.
This facility boasts an incredibly advanced security system.
I think you're right.
I'll try to help you find the lighting controls without being detected.
Goats.
Y'all. Hey, I'm gonna be real, but those little metools are adorable. Oh, this ain't good.
Help me out. Leave it to me.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
Well, at least you know if you're gonna die, get a refill on your crystals.
Right.
Refills.
Huzzah!
It's a learning experience.
I need to step away for a minute.
Okay. Oh, what are you doing in the meantime? What about in the nice time?
Haha, funny you. Funny you.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
intermission screen. Simple as that. Simple as that. Also, Raven, you're gonna need to give to Okami your choice for the crossover.
shit, yes, I keep forgetting about that. I will have to get on that, yes.
Also, for April Fools, the order of who gets to play what, we'll spin that on the wheel.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Things a little mixed up. A little mixed up.
Huh?
Yeah, just a little something from the Constantine crew that seemingly will be doing Among Us on Saturday this time. And you might do some Jackbox on Thursday or.
Okay.
Because Network Saturday Psych and Juker will be able to play.
Ah, gotcha. So it's a scheduling issue, in it?
Teens bit. Teens bit. And if I get the knife, well, I have to keep tradition up.
Ah, yes, of course. There's no way to go around tradition.
Exactly. Meaning I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna need to knife Juker.
Fucking right.
Indeed. Last time it was a little blatant, but you know.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely tradition, I agree.
Unfortunately, there was one time where I did get to stab somebody, but the unfortunately was right around the corner, and just as my character jumped over to do the stab, there was somebody else there.
Of course there was. Of course there was.
And at that point here, I told myself, yeah, no, I'm just gonna sit that one out. You say, yeah, there you got me. You got me good. I didn't even try to play the. No, that wasn't me. That was a shapeshifter card.
Right.
Some people sometimes don't pull that one.
I mean, why not? It's a good, like, the fact that the shapeshifter does exist is a valid thing to say.
It's possible. It is
Alright.
mighty possible.
I have returned.
Can I have some return too? Please
No,
tell
if
me
you want
got
some-
enough share.
Well, if you want more return, I'm gonna leave and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Uh, lovely. Now we go down into the darkness. Those dark little things. It almost seems like those little buggers are like the mascot of this game.
Seems like it.
X, can you hear me?
Alright, what do you have to say?
Guys, I have some information for you. There seems to be an old out-of-use generator somewhere in this area.
That's right.
It's used for lighting and operating legends to allow access to high areas. If you can turn it on, you'll be able to see a lot more. Catch all that? Would it mean that you'd have
Right.
to use some electric weapon on that?
Possibly, it's just where.
That is a question.
Well, that was unfortunate that I fell.
Oh. Can you go back up?
Yep. Ah!
What? I think you were spotted, Captain. What's the feeling?
Can't get me. Tell me out. Roger.
Is it possible you might have needed to copy that guy?
Thunder Dancer.
Well, I couldn't.
I don't know. I don't have a copy of a guy, but again, it's Axel and the copy shot.
I understand that, but do you see how much life Axel has?
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. And that'd be a problem, I will admit.
Can't lose. Can't lose. No.
Well, that'll allow you that other chance.
Ready.
guys are all.
Well,
So I'm pushing because I'm so used to the classic games where you don't have a separate button.
yeah. Sucks.
Is that where the weapon capsule is?
I
Or
don't
the-
believe
not weapon
so.
capsule.
The details I've got here is that diamantic stage, you hug to the wall to the right in the second elevator and kick up to the capsule above.
Oh,
Give me a
second
hand. Leave it
elevator.
to me.
So I'm not there yet.
Yeah, that might be an extra capsule, like a secret chip or a secret element, but yeah, that's not an armor chip. Not an armor capsule.
Okay.
Let me help. Give me a hand. Roger.
This should be close to the elevator.
I mean,
Yep, elevator. Um. Okay.
you hug the wall to the right, second elevator, and kick up
I-
to. Yeah, I got nothing on that one. All details I've got here.
Kicking up. There's nothing up there. Ah, yeah, those are spikes down there. And those are spikes up there. Nice.
Well,
Ready.
this is the panel shaft before the bathroom, and pellets will say that one of the shafts is taller than the others. Instead of dropping down, that's when you start climbing up instead.
I see. Okay, so I have to wait for her to say something.
Yep. Pretty much.
Ah ha 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 ha.
Good luck. I'll take care of it. Help me out. Leave it to me.
X, can you
There
hear
we
me?
go.
There you go.
Did we
Oh,
lose a
it
rating?
was- And it's so dark. How scary.
Okay.
X,
Go.
I thought something like this might happen someday, so I've prepared parts for you. AI body parts H. With this part equipped, you will become invincible to weak enemy attacks. Equip this new ability
Oh, that's
and
cool.
board the capsule next.
Yep. Anything that dealt 2 bars or weaker of damage won't damage you at all.
I hope this is the last time we need to use weapons of war like this, X. I really do.
This looks like a boss door.
That is.
Warning. Warning.
Hey, what's a Maverick Hunter doing here?
Dark Mantis, you've gone maverick. I'm putting an end to your weapons production.
You've gotta be kidding me. We new generation Reploids can't go Maverick.
Then why are you making weapons?
Even if I explained, an old-style Reploid like you wouldn't understand.
Of course. What they always say.
Alright, that's kind of cool.
Let me help. Let me help. Give me a hand. Roger.
Alright.
Let me help. Kitty cat room.
Wow, that reminiscent of Final Fantasy.
These bits?
Oh, I'm out of retry chips.
Well, but that is another armor part.
It is.
Nice work up.
That stage select.
Seemingly, you don't need a weapon for the gravity area, but you are gonna want to have Axel and copy a guy with skate, seemingly.
That's this one.
Yep.
Roger. Here I come.
Leave it to me.
Gravity Antonian.
Ready.
There's a complex system of switches in this facility that changes gravitational pull. Be careful of falling objects when you...
Oh yeah, this level.
I do.
Hello, I have returned.
Okay, so
Thank
you
you.
had disappeared.
Yep. I just need to go to the bathroom.
I... And similarly, the part of the capsule is going to be when Pellet tells you that there's a room that has an extra teleporter.
Room with an extra teleporter.
Have we gotten more armor
I
pieces?
just got body armor.
Oh, and what did it do?
It's
Any
a
kind of-
negate low damage.
Yep, any damage that does 2 bars or less is negated.
Oh shit, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's useful.
The other armor part personally is better. Because one, it halves all damage, and any kind of damage becomes red bars.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that is really solid.
Fortunately for that one, let me see. You need a fire weapon to be able to get it.
So what you're telling me is we need some homemade KFC to get it.
Yeah.
We have KFC at home.
Exactly! That's what I'm saying!
Unfortunately, I need to go see the hot bucket for that one.
We'll get there eventually. I am not in any way, shape, or form worried about that.
It'll happen eventually.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. Alright, you know what though? I'm gonna be real. Since Kestrel is not present, there's a nifty little perk I never get to enjoy.
Oh?
I can use her chair as a footstool.
Oh my goodness.
Well, they could always use her lap as a footstool, but I don't think she'd appreciate it.
She's... Oh, okay. Depending on the situation, she's either been indifferent or she's been fine with just the very casual closeness of contact. It's more just the way her desks are set up. She'd not be very comfortable if I did that, like, you know, on a... How to put this? She wouldn't be super comfortable if I just, you know, did that with no fucking context. But like, there's been plenty of times where like we're sitting like either in our basement or whatever, and I'll just put my legs on her lap. She's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Sometimes, no problem.
Hey, there's
Yes,
block up here.
the block. That's blocking us from blocking.
Blocking you from blocking. Yes.
Yeah, it's the block blocker.
Oh right.
Oh yeah, this bit.
Yeah.
This is why I stopped this stage.
Out of
That was
annoyance and
fantastic.
frustration.
Totally
Okay, I
understandable.
can do that. Maybe that.
Ooh, I thought you were gonna get caught there. Oh
I got
yeah,
caught there though.
yep. So you can't stay there, unfortunately.
Yep.
Worst part is, I'm almost willing to bet that how to put this? That like after that is the another checkpoint.
Oh, most likely. I'd be surprised if there
possible.
wasn't one.
A fair point.
But you want to know what is nice?
What?
All the money I get
Oh, that's true. Eh?
leading up to it kind of pays for all the chips that I'm using.
So basically, it's an infinite number of retries, technically.
Yeah, I just have to go and buy them and then get
Well,
back.
yeah. It could be worse.
Could be.
I was about to say too, like, you literally lose nothing from just flipping it completely there. I don't know why, but I've always been annoyed by those wheel enemies.
They're the wheel deal.
They're really
just
annoying.
I was really hoping to get that joke off before you two.
No, too bad. Okay. And then this is partially memorization, which is also really annoying.
Yeah, like, sure you can react, but there's part of the pattern that's just really fucking unfair. Oh, lame.
Ouch! And that,
Ready.
suck.
So, you know what? Since we're just, waiting for V to get this
good.
shit sorted out. No, just get it sorted out, that's all.
Get good. You can say it.
You know what? I'm gonna say it in the best way possible. Get good! But, so what me and Nerdball were talking about there, one of the 3DO RPGs that was a Japan-only release, basically has you, you're trying, you're just the kid of a chef, you get killed by a demon and sent into an isekai adventure, but it's all about cooking with RPG battles mixed in.
Ah.
Yeah, it's really weird, but also like the art looks really funky, and as Madular put it, he couldn't get past the village because he couldn't read anything. He couldn't understand what the fuck was going on.
I jumped.
Well, the game I guess didn't agree with you jumping.
Whatever.
It's all the gravity of the situation.
Yeah, really. I mean, you clearly zigged when you should have zagged.
But also the 3DO version of Doom was seemingly, it had quite a story behind it.
Really?
If I remember correctly here, unless I'm thinking of the wrong version, but there was one version of Doom where the guy who had tried to make the port said that he had a way to optimize the 3DO version to run better than when it was on PC, but the people in the original said, nope, can't do that, we can run as if it was the original here. We do it as specs.
Wait, so he could have made it better, but they told him not to?
Yeah!
Really?
Yeah!
Now, considering the 3DO is considered a failed console, it's hard to, assess the accuracy of such a statement.
And that's on that one.
Mind you have to think, the 3DO did almost full 3D gaming years before the 64 and PS1 came out.
Yep.
This place is used.
Ooh, back to fire.
Back to fire.
Burn to the pits? Burn to the pits?
No.
Burn the ground. I'm looking at the list of games on the 3DO, and that's some of those games where I've seen on Kuso Grande.
Of course you would. It's Kuso Grande.
What should I expect?
Good games?
Ah, you're funny, V.
I try.
They actually had a Yu Yu Yakusho on that.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Oh God,
a
why?
fighting game of Yu Yu Yakusho.
Interesting. Did you know though, actually, the D3DO had a game that is technically should be considered the grandfather of all roguelike games?
Really?
Yes, it's called the Immercenaries.
Hmm.
You're a agent that needs to go into shit, I can't remember what the name is, but basically this virtual world that everyone is in, and that it's kind of like a battle royale where everyone can fight and kill each other and stuff like that, but there's starting to be some really fucked up shit happening in this virtual world, and you basically keep getting in, fighting your way through, dying, upgrading yourself, going in, surviving longer, and so on and so forth.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yep.
That's a neat little trip. You're getting better and stronger with every death.
Yep, but the game is not good. Like, it's interesting, but it's not necessarily good.
That just makes me even more curious. Or even it would fit into, again, Kusaguande.
Well, just check out the video by Madular. You'll be able to see it. I also, one of the reasons I ended up really enjoying this guy as a YouTuber, he actually did a full-scale review of Skies of Arcadia, and that made me happy.
It deserves it. It deserves it.
Damn right it does.
Listen to me.
Oh Jesus, that voice line really bothers me from her. Like, listen to me!
Getting desperate for attention there.
I hate to say this, but you know what? No, I love saying this, but she sounds like a brat in need of punishment.
Uh-huh.
I mean, tis pellets.
Look, all I'm saying is, you know, so long as there's a safe word, we're good. Also, it would seem to me, V, that you've been really bad at estimating how much damage you're gonna take. And that might stem from the fact that you've forgotten you're playing on hard.
Probably.
Possibility is not zero. I mean, zero was left back in character selection screen, so you know.
That's correct.
X, can you hear me?
The original floor plan. Alright, this is go up. Whichever.
Yeah. And I wonder if there's anything now if you go up. Oh, well, never mind.
You didn't have the red boots, so you probably couldn't jump high enough.
Nope. And Axel has no health.
I was gonna say, we didn't even have Axel, so you know.
I axle you. What is best in life?
That's a good question.
The classic Megaman X games? And not
I mean, yes.
Not these, not anything after the Super Nintendo. Okay,
It's
actually,
amazing that
X4 wasn't that bad.
It's amazing that the X game went on such a downward slope in quality.
It is
Axel got some
true.
health back.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Huh, that's a
Yeah.
thing?
I guess.
Maybe something with red? Or maybe some kind of...
Oh, it auto swapped off of him.
Ah,
Yeah, no, Axel was dead as dead can be, but I guess if you grab health and you're full, it'll go to your partner?
Good luck. I'll take care of it.
possible? And boss battle. That's not with the other
Let's do
character.
it. Yup, let's do it.
using Axle until we get some health refilled for X.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can skip it. Nice.
Oh, interesting.
How about you miss a new one with Axel? Ah, well.
Give me a hand. Leave it to me.
Get a feeling electricity's not handy.
Like this. Help me out.
Wrong button, me.
Take care of it. Can't get me. Here. Help me out. Leave it to me.
I wonder if the laser would be good.
A good question.
Oh, you know, I try to throw them out once in a while.
You mean the lightning laser?
No, just the regular, fully charged, like, augmented X-Buster.
So the issue with that is I have no mobility while it's happening.
Right, I
Yep.
suppose that is true. Yep.
Kind of a problem.
So, great for mobs, not so much for bosses.
Right.
It's like you had some spiked food there.
Well, it certainly wasn't KFC, I can tell you that much. Oh.
Alright then.
It is hot, hot, hot. Doo-dee-doo, doo-dee-doo.
Warning, there's a Kung Fu chicken incoming.
I mean, wouldn't it be Kung Pao chicken?
Oh, I guess you're right.
Don't tell me his real name is General So. He's gonna
It
be a
might
little
be.
orange.
That's true, isn't it?
Good luck.
Man, all those fucking iframes, buddy. And then
Yeah.
you're going in the background to rock out with your cock out? Like, damn.
Talking about the flipper. You see
Yeah,
the
he
bird,
really
that
is.
bird.
Yeah, birds are jerks, you're right.
Alright, this is a different layout.
Yeah, that's a different layout. Holy fuck.
What's playing Slinkies with you? You be the Slinky.
This again.
Yup. Or it's just dodge the attack.
Yep.
Oh, and then you need to jump, I believe? Or
Yep.
get hit.
Let's switch. Here I come. Uh-oh.
Come on, get me out of here.
Help me out. Run.
Oh, well, you got out of there,
Hey.
just, you know, not in the right way.
Yeah, there's like nowhere to move.
Yeah, this is mean.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers.
Eh. How about cock-a-doodle-don't?
I might actually need a weakness for this fight.
Oh my god, you're admitting to needing a weakness? Fuck, I never thought I'd see today.
Dang. See what they have to face at this point.
Let's switch. Here I come.
Oh, that's actually a good time to switch just so you can get those 2 points of life back for X.
Hey, you know, 2 points of life is 2 points of life.
Damn right. I mean, thankfully, your life in this game is not like money in the economy, because, like, money in the economy, right, like, 20 bucks, man, it's 10 bucks, it's 5 bucks, it's 10 cents, like...
Well, the weakness for a rooster should be pretty easy to figure out.
I feel like we need to go for a ride to get the weakness.
There's also one stage you haven't gone to yet.
I'm sure there is.
Oh! Okay! Well, look at the pattern, it's a wee bit different than last time.
Yeah, but there's more fire.
Yeah, there is definitely more fire. I'm not gonna lie. Disagree with that.
Oh,
Oh no! So close.
Mm.
Oh fuck, that hurt. That hurt just a little bit.
Man.
All right.
Let's get to life, up.
You know, the worst part is I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to like commentators curse it, but I was like, oh, we're so close to beating this guy. Like, come on.
I knew how close I was, and that was the problem.
I'll be right back.
All right. Seems we're all taking a turn leaving the studio.
That's the advantage of being a team. Our team.
What?
Oh no!
Yeah.
I'll take care of it.
Yep, the auto fire.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, it is. Although I do like that if the enemies run into each other, they destroy each other.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I agree.
You're supposed to jump. I pushed the button
Jump,
too late.
jump, slide, slide.
We are not using a retry chip.
Not for that.
No.
Nice work.
I feel like that would have been a waste of a retry chip.
I do feel like.
That reminds me, Richie, the Google streamer, he was doing Megaman X8 for the first time, and just for that, he put in some alerts for jump, jump, slide, slide. But we don't know these sections.
Oh boy.
Jump, jump, slide, slide.
That's
You remember
just so
those,
weird.
Raven, right?
Well, I literally just referenced them. How could I forget?
I mean,
Those wonderful words of warning.
I'm just making sure.
I feel like you're just making jerk.
No, I wouldn't do that on stream. It's not appropriate.
Yeah, that's fair. And yet you continue to be a jerk regardless.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I just saw something that's gonna live rent free in my brain for a while. We have fingertips, but we don't have toe tips, and yet we can tip toe, but not tip finger. Wow, that fucked me up so bad, he just died.
Here I come.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, it really was.
You know, it's much like driving on a parkway and parking on a driveway.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is like that.
You know, I'm gonna say Axel is pretty solid for this.
Yes, Axel is indeed pretty solid. I agree. Kestrel will forever hate it.
But you know, and yep, I saw that too late. It's okay. Like the first time I did this stage, just no problems for a while, and now
I'll take care of it.
I don't know. Maybe
It's
I'm
because
just
now you're thinking about it.
probably.
That and the power of auto fire has gone to your head officially.
Time to see if we'll even get a robot master defeated today.
Yeah, really, screw that so far. Well, I mean, you know what? If we get one per episode beaten, it'll be par for course, because last time that's what happened. You beat one. The
Right.
worst one.
Now, I will say this though, I did get several armor upgrades. So
You did.
some progress is being made, just not progress we really want.
I will definitely agree to that.
Well, that's still progress.
Sadly, though, it was not scientific progress.
Okay.
Yep, first mini boss. Oh, I totally ship it. You know, I'd like it if UPS and FedEx teamed up, you know, created a combination company, but I feel like a lot of people would be upset, especially with the new name, Fed Up.
So I will say this, I've learned how to dodge.
Yes, you clearly have. Congratulations, Mr. V. You learned to dodge. And ain't that a beautiful thing when you can avoid life's lemons so you don't have to make lemonade?
But what if you like lemonade?
Well, then stop dodging the lemons, you little punk.
Run.
There we go.
Hey, you did it. Yeah, I feel that although Zero's wide shot is really useful for like most of the stage, just hitting enemies while also getting out of the way, X is probably the most useful for dealing with the mini bosses due to his increased range with charge attacks.
Well, okay, so you say Zero has a wide range. If you notice, the shots from X and Axel kind of explode on impact, causing a burst.
Right, but it's only on impact, versus Zero's is wide all the way through.
That's fair.
And I wouldn't be surprised that his damage was a bit increased by comparison, because his rate of fire is a bit lower.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that was sad. So close. Oh, and you're out of retries. That's rough.
I was robbed.
You were indeed robbed.
Nice work out.
Alright, I need to hit the sack because the crash is unfortunately hitting, but best of luck V at actually getting some more
Find
armor
anything
pieces.
useful?
Well, I mean, that too, but still, get some more armor pieces, beat some bosses, you know. I'm probably gonna leave and you're gonna clear like 7 stages right there.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Same, but hey, I just want to be encouraging. Alright, night-night.
Good night.
Oh no! It's
Here I come.
Alright, let's try this again.
Roger.
Alright, mini boss part 1.
I'll take care of it.
Drop these guys first.
Leave it to me. I'll take care of it. Roger.
And it's down. Button mashing is fun. There we go, made it that time.
me! Here I come! Leave it to me!
Oh, wow, okay. I guess I swapped directly into damaged axle, which immediately swapped me again.
Here I come! Roger! Here I come! Leave it to me! I'll take care of it. Leave it to me. Here I come. Roger. Here I come. Roger. I'll take care of it. Leave it to me. Here I come.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't know if you can actually hurt this thing with zero or axle. Because I don't think I've ever been able to get a hit in with either of them. Ah, that's how. You gotta dash in. Great. Okay.
Here I come. Leave it to me. Here I come. Roger. I'll take care of it.
Well, it's got 3 things smoking.
Leave it to me.
And I'm down to just X. And it's done. Okay. Alright, so the next question is, where are the 2 items that are in this stage? Because I need flame, right? Well, I think I need 0 to get up there anyway.
Warning. Warning.
I will not let you get in our way.
Avalanche Yeti, what do you think you're doing?
You old model Reploids have no business here. Get out of here, X.
No way! If we don't repair this system, the world's ecological balance is at risk. You're a maverick.
We'll stick to the... Nice.
I won't give up. No!
All right then.
On the bright side, you've reached them. On the not so bright side, well,
So what weapon do I need in order to get the item there?
the sunflowers. You'll need Zero's double jump. And, Yep, and then you need, either attention shots or excess shiny ray. Yep, what you need.
Roger. Let's do it.
Leave it to me.
That's right, there is still one stage I haven't touched yet.
Yep.
I should probably do that.
Hey, you might want to give it a shot. You do need a fire weapon to get the armor part in that stage, but hey, you never actually touched that stage.
You have to clear each, depending on your.
Oh,
It is a
right.
stage where the performance is kind of important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for this one, you need for the armor part on that one, you need the ants weapon.
Right, the gravity.
Yep. Seemingly the armor part of that one here isn't that good, so no biggie for now, but still.
And we're falling.
Down, down.
What about the special medal?
Have to double check that in a moment.
Good luck. Got this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Go for it. Run.
Okay, that's the. Yeah, that's this one.
Yep. One of them you need Axel to hover over a big pit, or similarly to use Zero to climb the own side on the left side to get to the platform. One of them is getting top score on all 8 training rooms, so receive a rare medal at the end.
Yeah.
Another one, get a top score between 5 and 7 of the training rooms to receive that one. The one there where you get 5 or 7 on the training score is a life tank. The one we're getting all of them is a chip called a metal generator. And another one is weapon converter for 0. Huh. The metal generator had a little bit of an exploit to create a whole lot of metals if you didn't mind leaving your ROM or your console running for a while. Yeah, once you have that one, it
Crap. I jumped too late.
too early and you couldn't grab a proper.
Yeah.
Good luck. Got this one.
Holy crap. How do you make that jump?
I believe it might be for Axel to do.
Good luck. Got your
It's some
turn.
kind of
Leave it
power.
to me. Good luck. Got this one. Your turn, Roger.
Okay, can't do that. There we go.
Nice. That was a little tight squeeze.
Good luck. Here I come. Go for it. Leave it. Oh.
Leave it. Oh.
Let's switch. Here I come.
Oh, what?
Oof.
I have to disagree with touching a spike there.
Yep.
Good job.
This is rough. I guess when they said hard mode, they really meant it.
Roger. Here I come.
Leave it to me.
Trilobite.
Earth Rock Trilobite.
Time for today's Earth stage. In other words, don't mind if I
Your
do.
mind here is used extensively in the Jacob project. You have to put down the rebellion immediately or risk the project.
Let's say hi to Mr. Big Robot. Welcome to today's Auto Scroller.
Let's switch. I'll take care of that.
Oh. Oh,
Oh.
there was a special medal up there.
Yep. You need to climb up on the bones to be able to reach it.
Which I had done, but I didn't see it until too late.
Yep. Hindsight. The chasing robot doesn't help either.
Not done yet. I won't give up. Good luck. I'll take care of it.
Won't give up, I'll just think of that.
Help me out. Roger.
And that's where you need a fire weapon.
Gotcha.
You need to use that crane.
I know. I was shooting it. And it was doing nothing.
I won't
Yeah,
give
you
up.
could have stood for a moment there. That laser is
No,
rough.
it wasn't that I was stunned. The shots were going towards the lever, but the lever wasn't reacting.
Ouch.
Good luck. I'll take care of it.
Bring your head.
Give me a hand. Leave it to me.
Emergency transmission! A large-scale mechanoid inside is out of control! If you don't stop it soon, it could self-destruct and take the whole area with it! X, can you hear me?
I'm detecting some data nearby. I think some routes you didn't have access to before are now open. There's fire tanks.
That okay.
Can you hear me?
The mechanoid should be in the warehouse up ahead. Be careful in there. Oh. What is this, turbo tunnel? Are you going to become an egg sandwich?
Maybe.
I'll stop after you do.
Not too bad.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
There.
If he's mid-transition, it's not gonna hit him. But that feels good. It's showing.
Good luck. Here I come. Yeah. Huh. Huh.
Hey, it's down.
And I don't have any retried ships. Excellent.
Great. Well, good luck.
The minerals we mine here are essential to the development of space. I don't suppose a half-baked prototype like you will guess what I'm getting at. You Mavericks never made a lick of sense to me. I've been chosen and you've been left behind. You'll never be as brilliant as me.
Jeebus. Oh, he's balding. I think he's a teensy bit upset. Ooh. Ooh, you had that retry chip. Try again with full life bars this time.
Yeah, with both characters.
Mm-hmm.
Let's switch. I'll take care of it.
Well, that looks fun. Yeah, here we go again.
What's up?
One little thing that I noticed about the red health, if your active character is still there here, the red health slowly dissipates
Right.
a bit.
And hey, there's another one down.
Yes! Woo!
Time to go home.
Sound blaster. Retrieve.
Weapon get.
Weapon get.
That
Don't
looked
think
like a
it
hard
chips, but
fight,
still.
but there was never any doubt that you'd come out on top.
What?
You know what boss this week that weapon you just got?
The one I've already defeated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This week the weapon, the other weapon you have is the Yeti.
Hmm.
Great job, Zero.
Oh.
Thanks.
Zero, have you forgotten already? I'm Pallet. This here is Lair. We're the new navigators here. Don't forget about us. Lair wanted to talk to you and waited here the whole time for your return. Right,
Uh-oh.
Lair?
I think that's what Raven was talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, what is it, Lair?
I did some research, but I'm unable to determine Lumine's location. Anyway, that's all.
Aw.
Well, no matter what the Mavericks are up to, looks like I'll have to stop them.
Alright. Now you want to know about more armor pieces to take it? Unfortunately, I don't think that weapon brings up any armor parts. It's more to do with the rare metal in some section, if I remember correctly. I opened that one. Already got that one. And you've already got the put part in pandemonium. Yeah, everything else here requires you to have a weapon for it. Armor-wise. Oh, outside
Okay, I'm gonna try
Roger.
the Yeti one more time.
Alright, I'll see if there's also any other medals we can grab from the Yeti State. They're probably on the way on the run.
Avalanche Yeti.
There's only one rare metal in this stage. It's found at the very end. But you need to have
Hold on.
Zero and Axel for it.
Zero and Axel.
Yep.
Okay, well I only have Axel, so...
Indeed. And it's for the shock absorber for Zero. It'll stop him from getting a knockback when he gets hit.
Interesting. That sounds somewhat useful.
Leave it to me.
Into dodge. And it's good, kaboom! Alright.
Leave it to me.
Section number 2!
Alright.
I'll take care of it.
Leave it to me.
is already not going well.
Oh. You have to shoot those bouncing bombs?
No, but
Or barrels and such?
it's not. It makes it a little easier to dodge their explosions.
Right?
Well, that was unfortunate.
Eh,
It dropped it right in front of me.
there was no dodging there that was possible.
Nope. Yep.
Yep.
Here I come! I'll take care of it. Leave it to me.
X8 seems like he's got the best way to deal with this thing.
Right.
All range is better.
It's the charge shot that helps. It's just slow.
May not be quick, but it's got the range behind it, so you can just stay back and be able to have a better chance to dodge and times your more powerful shots in.
I'll take care of it.
Usually you do that little part where you can't damage it, huh?
What's that?
Switching over to Axel when you can't damage it.
Yeah.
Roger.
Also to restore any health too. That was still red.
Phew.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, hey.
Progress!
I still have a retry chip, so that's something.
Have a good refill and go to the fight.
So I take it I need 0 to get up there with his double jump.
Yep. And X's solar weapon will be the one to melt that ice. Well, if you go a little bit higher, the section that Axel can fly up, hover into.
Like up there.
Yep. It still needs 0 to be able to get up there. So.
Right.
Warning. Warning.
So, you are the prototype who can shapeshift.
If we turn Maverick this easily, I can't say I'm happy to be your prototype.
Strong words for someone as lowly as a Maverick Hunter.
Who you calling low? You're trying to destroy the world and not me.
That's the rebound buster. That's not the one.
Take this.
That's one.
Take that.
Come on.
Talking.
Ha! Can't get me. Go. Eat this. Give me a hand. Leave it to me.
Why didn't it?
Oh! I can't lose.
Nice.
Let's switch. I'll take care of it. Ha!
Although it's got some nasty iframes.
Yep.
Ah!
What?
That was weird. What the heck?
That there was nothing up there.
Oh! Thunder Dancer! Thunder Dancer!
It's the inspiration
Thunder
tank.
Dancer!
Oh,
That's
hey!
not what. Yeah, there's one. Just one seems. That's what is that, bit?
Thunder Dancer! Good luck! Here I come! Eat this! Take this! Uh-oh! Eat this! Take this! Help me out! Roger! Thunder Dancer! Thunder Dancer!
And there we go. 2 down.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
More progress. All right.
Time to go home.
Whoa.
Weapon get.
Axel's weapon's kind of interesting.
That looked like a hard fight.
All
Hey,
right.
that's always good.
But that might be a good spot for tonight.
Yeah, you did get some progress, so good time for that. Hey, Dave. I only got some bosses done, more armor pieces gotten, more armor's got put in.
Right.
There's some good stuff today. Right. Hey, well, some good news for when Raven wakes up and I'll be able to see this.
Right.
And we did get that one scene between Zero and Layer, so that's a bonus.
Yeah, we did.
As for your death count, we currently reach a total of 63.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yep, and it's hard mode too, so this might have been a mistake.
Ah.
I'm sure you can take it. 2 after all. Alright. Otherwise, for the schedule, Friday is going back to you with Shin Megami Tensei. After that on Saturday should be the more Lupia and the Tower of Doom. On Monday again, we should be finishing 999 finally. And then possibly doing Bayonetta, or depending on what we feel like. And otherwise, next Thursday we're back here looking for more progress.
Looking for progress. That's the key word.
Indeed, Ernie. Alright. Any recommendations on who we should be rating?
Let's see. There's a Zelda 1 randomizer tournament on Speed Gaming 2 and 4. It looks like the Juker's just now going online for Final Fantasy 9.
Exactly, the timing on that might be a good one to go. I also spoke
Richie's
about
playing Mega Man 10.
Yes. Do you want the Joker or do you want Kupo?
Maybe. I think since Juker just went live, let's go with Richie.
Let's go see Richie and wish him a good luck on the Mega Man 10.
Indeed.
So, otherwise, moment here for those bloody commercials to go. It's been a good time. A little longer here. A little delays. And Rishi's gonna have a quote-unquote good time on Mega Man 10.
Yes, that is correct.
Tiny feeling. Alright, let us begin the raid. Good night, everybody. Until next time.
Good night.
Dang it. Commercial at this point.